fucked up. What about you?
I'm good, man. I'm chilling.
I cannot wait for this review tonight.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I swear, all day I've been hearing about this Grammys, Grammys, Grammys.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently the white people are mad at Jay-Z.
It ain't Jay fault.
It's not.
Get this shit right, man. And then you won't have to hear black people mouth.
And
Stop
then
giving the best rap album award to Macklemore. It's not meant for him.
and
You
then
know.
Travis Scott made some
And
news.
Travis Scott, Travis Scott fans are young and dumb. They don't know any better.
No, Travis Scott himself was mad that he got snubbed. I'm just like, well, your
He
shit.
dumb too. He don't know any better. Shut up and stick to making your Nike sneakers, yo.
Uh,
You know.
Stick to making babies with them Kardashians. That's what he should do and shit.
Right. That's
Nigga
what
has
you're
been
known for. Making Kardashian kids in Nike sneakers with John McEnroe.
right.
I don't know no Travis Scott song because I don't listen to the nigga.
Is it me or was he trying to recreate the Montgomery Brawl in the Grammy performance last night?
Is that what he's trying to do?
Like throwing them chairs and shit like that. I'm just like, because if you watch his performance, he's like,
Somebody need
yeah.
to take a chair to his head. Take a chair to that nigga.
If you watch, hey, what's up, Jalen? How you
Take a
doing?
chair to him.
I didn't forget about the
You
breakthrough review that's coming very soon. I got you. But
Red
yeah,
Stalling.
man. Huh? You said what?
I said you stalling with that.
No,
I said
I'm
you
not
stalling
stalling.
with that review.
I'm not stalling. It's just like
No.
I'm just literally coming back. I have to adjust myself when I come back. So, but what I was saying, because his performance, he was like, y'all sub me twice or some shit like that. Then he started breaking shit. I'm just like, okay,
Fuck him. Yeah, why don't they ban his ass from the Grammys? Don't fuck with Killer Mike. Ban that nigga.
exactly.
You know.
So apparently,
Hey,
Killer Mike was
hey,
arrested.
check out. Hey, check out Jalen's new video, Soul Tribe.
That shit dope.
I was supposed to
But
be in that video, yo, and I
why
didn't make it to the BX that night. I didn't make it
not?
to the Bronx that night. The next one I'm definitely gonna be in because I'm feeling some type of way. I need to be in that video.
Hmm.
Jalen, when you have another video, hit your boy up. I'm making it out there.
Where in the Bronx did he film it at?
Somewhere in the Bronx. I forgot where it was at with the spot, but it was. I know it was out there. I was supposed to be out there for that, and I didn't go. But the next one I'm going because people need to see my face in one of these videos.
Hmm.
You,
It'd be
you
like
coming
that.
through, Reg? You coming through?
If I get some New York money, then I'll come through.
We gotta get Reg in a video. That it's this shit. You ain't gotta pay for nothing, yo. You just show up.
I got to pay for my plane ticket.
Oh yeah. Well, you could drive up here, you know.
That's 9 to 10 hours. I'm not trying to. Yeah, I'm good on
Yeah,
that.
you ain't trying to drive that long.
Nah, I'm not ready to drive that long yet. Not yet.
No, yeah.
I got.
A road trip.
I literally just got my car working again, so I was like, yeah. If I do drive, I'm gonna rent a car. That's all if I do.
Okay.
That's my baby. But yeah, man. But say Killer Mike was arrested for misdemeanor and battery when I looked up.
No, you know what happened? His son needs a liver transplant, and he got the call that they found one for him, and he took a step outside the venue, and they wouldn't let him back in. The security acted like he didn't know who he was, so the security guard pushed him, and that's when they started fighting.
Really?
Yeah,
And wow.
they try
See,
to
that
make it
makes
sound
me
like he was just wilding out. He didn't do that shit for no reason.
exactly. Cause you know how these white people be like, oh, his name is Killer Mike. What was he mad
Yeah,
about? Ooh.
so that security guard need to be fired.
See, that's why the Grammys be fucking up. 'Cause I'm telling you, they don't treat their black artists right.
Uh huh.
How the fuck you don't know when his fucking picture's been all over the fucking
Exactly. He just won
nomination?
three Grammy Awards at the venue. How do you not let him back in?
Nah, fuck that
They did
shit.
that on purpose, yo. I think they did that on purpose.
No, arrest half them fucking artists for making bad music and shit.
Right? Like Travis Scott.
And Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
No, you know what? I thought Justin Timberlake and Taylor Swift. I can't stand them bitches.
Here you go. Justin ain't even got nothing out. You already calling his name.
Nigga!
At least wait till next year.
He got a fucking single out. What the fuck you mean?
So what? He ain't get nominated?
I don't give a fuck. I still can't stand his ass.
Oh my God.
I don't give a fuck. Shit. Can't stand them. I can't stand them cultural pro. You know what? Nah. I already said what I had to say last night. This is
Justin Timberlake. I don't know why Justin Timberlake is brought up in this. He have nothing to do with this. It's Taylor Swift's fault.
Because I used to I might just call Taylor Swift the white savior now, honestly. You know me. See, Eminem, he's just a rap god. That's what Eminem is.
Rap god? He's not even that no more. Rap god.
Hey, I will still bump Eminem over Drake any day.
Lord. They both ain't making good music now, so I have no dog in this fight.
I'm just saying.
You know, I have no dog in this fight.
At least Eminem still raps. All Drake does is sing. And he can't even sing like that. I'm sorry.
I have no dogs in this fight. Drake's best years are already behind him, in my opinion.
Shit. Anyway, what else is going on? So I saw the Snoop Dogg movie last night, the Underdogs movie, and honestly, I loved it.
Like it?
It wasn't what I thought it was. I thought it was going to be one of those inspirational sports movies, but I'm not going to make no spoilers though, because I might do a review on this. But the ending literally almost had me in my feelings. Keyword almost.
In your feelings, like Drake in my feelings. Like Drake.
Moving on. So yeah, man, like that was definitely a good movie, but I might do a review on that movie. You know what I'm saying?
And while you was watching that, I was watching The Beekeeper.
Yeah, you told me about that. What the fuck is that shit?
It's an action film with Jason Statham.
Okay.
You know, from he's been in mad films. You know.
Is he white?
Crank. He's been in Crank and all that other shit.
Is he white?
He's good. Yeah, he's white. Is he white? Yes, he's white.
Well, nigga, I have to see his fucking face because I don't even know.
You know him. He has a bald head. He's been in like mad films. The Transporter. You ever saw The Transporter?
No.
Okay, The Transporter, The Italian Job.
I heard about that one.
He was in a movie with Jet Li. He did mad films. He did mad action films. Yeah, it was good.
Well, I'll check it out possibly.
Christopher.
This will be the day that you would hear me say that I would never love. Oh, the Run DMC documentary is out already? Damn.
I didn't see it yet. I tried to look for them streaming. It wasn't streaming.
It's on Peacock when I looked up. See, I try to get it.
I ain't see it on there.
I try to get it that Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
I don't. Like
I gotta finish it.
She ugly.
Yeah, I don't see the chemistry. Man.
They could have just gotten Zaddy Beats from Atlanta to play his wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are some Asians and the ugly one?
I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, but I feel like that would be. Yeah, but I feel like that would be too typical because they worked together in the past. I don't know.
I know, but at least pick a cute Asian. Like they got some old looking Asian chick for him. She's like a school teacher.
Mike was good.
Angelina Jolie was gorgeous. Like, If it's not on that level, then don't do the show.
She still is
Like,
gorgeous.
was good. You know, they got Gambino, some ugly looking Asian chick with no butt.
Like, give me a Kimora Lee Simmons looking Asian. I'm good with that.
Yeah, like yeah, I'll take Kimura. Kimura's gorgeous. You know, can she act?
Oh, well, I never seen her. So.
Yeah, I never seen her in no films. She was in the Usher video for Nice and Slow. That's as closest to acting as she got.
Oh yeah, she was in that video.
Yeah, he had to rescue her.
I just
But
want to.
give me something like that, man. He got some flat chested Asian chick for the show, man. I only watched like 2 episodes and that was it. I was so disgusted. I'm like, this chick is ugly. I'm not believing it. Red's checking out the Soul Tribe video.
No, I'm actually texting Mike.
Oh, I hear Soul Tribe being played right now. Who's playing it?
Well, it's
That's
not
not
me.
Okay.
You must be hearing shit in your head again.
I'm hearing shit in my head again.
So Family Matters is going to be the last week of February.
All right.
As the days go by, it's the bigger love with the family. You know, when I was little, when that theme song used to play, I used to like to always have to look through that window just to see what the fuck going.
Just to see why your neighborhood don't look like this.
You said what?
Just to see why your neighborhood don't look like this. My neighborhood don't have no dogs on the block.
I saw them Millable Yet theme songs. Them niggas would be so into that shit.
I heard that was Rod Stewart that did that.
Really? What?
Yeah, that wasn't Rod Stewart that did that song?
Hell no, not from what I heard.
Okay. Or did he do the Full House song?
Nah, he didn't do Full House.
No. Dude sound like him.
Whatever happened to the mystery? You know what's crazy though? I have a theory. What if they actually kidnapped Michelle in the theme song?
You mean now? Or back then?
No, like in the theme song, what if they just kidnapped Michelle or some shit?
If they kidnap Michelle now, nobody would care. Kidnap both the twins, nobody would care.
I never saw the hype from them twins. I'm sorry, I never saw the hype.
Me neither. Their sister could act. Their sister Elizabeth could act her ass off.
The sister? I never seen the sister.
Yes, you never seen Elizabeth Olsen?
Is she skinny as them?
No, she better looking than them.
What was she in?
WandaVision.
Oh,
she played Scarlet Witch. She's Scarlet Witch.
Cool.
And she was in an HBO series last year. Like it was based on a true story where like this woman and her husband, she had an affair with I think it was her best friend's husband, and she ended up killing.
Of course.
She ended up killing the her lover.
Of course.
Yeah, it happened in the Midwest somewhere. Like I think it was like back in the 80s that shit happened.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good series.
Well, I can't wait to see this Run DMC documentary.
Mm-hmm. And they want to do 2 biopics. Why do they need 2 biopics? Unless it's like one for Jay, but like the group don't need 2 biopics.
Lord have mercy. Oh, the biopic era never ceases to amaze me. Shout out to Kuji. I'm starting about 3 more minutes. Hmm. So try. How was it like listening to your first Destiny's Child album?
It was interesting.
Yeah. Hmm.
I'm not part of the Beehive yet, though.
Hey, I like Beyonce. I won't be calling myself part of the Beehive either. Uh, I don't. Well, that's to me. I don't call myself like a Barbie or a Beehive or a Little
Right.
Monster or whatever.
A
These
Little Monster?
celebrities
Who's
call
that?
it.
Is that for
Lady Gaga.
Oh, Little
Lady
Yachty?
Gaga.
Or Gaga? Oh, no. Little Monster.
To me, I'm Reggie. I'm just authentic Reggie. That's just
Right.
me.
Right.
Yeah. Oh Lord. Now, just to let you guys know, I'm gonna go the whole. When I talk about Destiny, I'm gonna go to the whole like the whole Blackstreet method, like we did, because you know every album is like a new lineup of Blackstreet. So
Oh, God. Who had the better lineups? The Destiny Child or Blackstreet?
that's easy, Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
Because after another level, well, to me, Blackstreet's best lineup was on the first album. When we keep it a buck, when they had Dave Hollister,
Right.
but then another level that was good. I saw it's like every album after the first one was like a slip decline in my opinion.
Mhm.
But I still like another level.
But Destiny's Child went down to 3 members.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about it. That's all I'm gonna say.
It was interesting.
This might be some of the most interesting reviews we've done thus far,
Yes.
R&B wise.
Very interesting.
Let's try. I'm about to watch your show.
What's that? Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
Why you watching that?
Huh?
Why you watching that?
I need to after the day I've had. I need to laugh because I have to text you some shit. Cause no, I didn't cuss nobody out this time, but
Not yet.
I was a spectator today. For
Oh,
once, I
was
was a
you?
spectator. I was a spectator on some bullshit.
You was the instigator. That's what you was.
No.
No.
I'm gonna tell the story after I get off. Cause I was actually on my best behavior this
Oh my
time.
God. You said this time.
Jalen said, I agree that first album is the best album, but Another Level is crazy though. Yeah, Another Level was good. Don't get me wrong. But the first, like I said, the first album was just there's something about the first album. It was like you saw the tail end of the New Jack Swing and the beginning of Teddy Riley's like more R&B flavored sound that he would carry on with Blackstreet and producing for cats like Janet and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? But after 1998. Teddy Riley was just not the same no more. I'm just gonna be real with you.
The beginning of the end.
Once they came out with the third album, finally,
Yeah.
it was a wrap. Nah.
Yep, it was.
That girlfriend boyfriend bullshit, really, nigga?
A mess.
But yeah, let's start this shit because
Yeah.
I need to hear Charles' thoughts on how he got into Destiny's Child and just to bother the fuck out of him.
It's not a long story.
I just gotta find an album on this day in R&B because I know an R&B album came out on February 5th, but if not, I think I have a hip hop album you can talk about. But it's just crazy though, because like I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. So, but anyway, let's just get started. Let's just get started. What's up, you two? How's everyone doing this lovely, lovely, lovely day? It's your boy Reg in the building. You know what I'm saying? Reg in the building, the infamous Reggie. You know what I'm saying? I got my shit talker friend Try in the building with me too. What's goody? So I came back. The Artist Sunday is actually gonna be on Artist Monday. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not able to find an R&B album for today, so I'm just gonna jump right to it. No Aretha Franklin. The album that we're gonna talk about today is Destiny's Child with their first album, self-titled. I'm so fucking glad I got this album. First of all, this album came out February 17th, 1998. If we did this review later on, it would probably celebrate its anniversary. But I think we're ahead of the curve this time. You know what I'm saying? So This lineup of Destiny's Child consists of Beyonce, of course, Kelly Rowland, Latoya Luckett, and Latavia Robinson. You know what I'm saying? So, mind you, when I say this lineup, I just want to let y'all know because I'm gonna be saying that a lot. Um, Singles this album is known for is No No No, Part One and Part Two, With Me, and Illusion. Producers include Matthew Knowles, of course, executive producer, Tim and Bob, Sylvia Bennett Smith, Jerry Duplessis,
Duplessis,
Duplessis, excuse
Jerry
me.
Wonder.
Yeah, oh, Jerry Wonder. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't sit on Wikipedia because what the fuck is Duplessis? Jermaine Dupri, Rob Fasari, Chi Green, Vincent Herbert, Wyclef John, who actually done some solid beats for once.
Right.
KOC, Jay Link, Jay Lincoln, Mark Morales, Odell, Corey Rooney, Terry D, Craig B. Damn, all these producers for a '90s R&B album. I thought I was doing an R&B album for today.
Look what Nas
Oh,
started.
he said what?
So look what Nas started.
Carl Washington and Dwayne Wiggins of Tony Tony Tony. Guest appearances include Jermaine Dupri, Wyclef John, Master P, and Pras. All right, so how did you get into Destiny's Child?
With the song with the video for No No No,
Ooh,
and I think I saw that like on BT one day. I didn't know who the hell he was, you know. And Wyclef was already hot. Like Wyclef, this is like after Fuji's went they separate ways, did they solo thing. The Carnival was already blown up, and he was like one of the hottest producers at that time. Everybody was like hitting him up for beats or collabs. And I saw the video and I was like, yeah, it's cool. I didn't know who they was at that time. Um, what was this, like 97?
yes sir.
Yeah, so they were on the Men in Black soundtrack. That was also 97.
We'll talk about that.
Yes, and um, I remember like I don't even remember like I remember like hearing like the other songs like With Me and Killing Time and all that. But I never bought none of the albums. Like you know what I'm saying? Like my groups at that time was like TLC and Boys to Men, Jodeci. You know what I'm saying? So like I had my favorites. So I wasn't like I knew they songs. Survivor when that came out, that was a huge song. And Soldier. You know what's the joint? The joint from Charlie's Angels. Was it Independent Woman? That was
Yes.
like I think I went to see one of those joints. It might have been part two. One of those joints I went to see at the theater. But yeah, like I knew they songs. I just like hearing the songs and seeing the videos. But I never was like a huge fan of them. But they were sexy. They could sing. I remember there was a Vibe magazine issue that I had where they talked about the problems in the group and how I think it was like Latavia and Latoya was dating the two brothers from Jagged Edge, and they
We'll
were
talk,
they were like basically saying that Beyonce was pissed off at Jagged Edge because like ever since they started dating those two brothers, the girls were coming late for like studios and stuff like that. So that
we'll
was
talk,
just like a rumor, huh?
we'll talk about that.
Yeah, that was just like I mean before the internet, that was like a rumor going around that Jagged Edge had some beef with them and Beyonce and her pops didn't like that shit. So that's what led to them getting rid of Latavia and Latoya, and they brought in the new members. It was Farrah and who was the other one? Michelle. I think she
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
yeah. So I remember that. But I mean, they were good. Like they were dropping like good music, and you know, Beyonce, going solo. She definitely took her music and her artistry to new heights. after leaving the group, and Kelly went off and did her thing, and you know what I'm saying. So they were good. You know what I'm saying. I know there were times when they would compare them to TLC, and I was just like, I don't know. To me, I'm more TLC than Destiny Child because I actually saw them in concert. Like I grew up more with TLC than Destiny Child, so you know what I mean. Like when TLC came out, I was like what, like 13, 14. By the time Destiny Child came out, I was like already like late teens, early 20s when they were like really getting hot. So you know what I mean. But I felt like those two girl groups were good. Like they definitely like held it down in the '90s R&B, and just being there was so many groups out at that time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of girl groups that didn't wasn't successful. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guy groups that was like dominating the charts and all that, and they held their own even with a different lineup. You know what I'm saying? And it was good to see them
Right.
now. Even I saw a picture of them like was it last week or something? Like they all got back together, like the OG members,
Yes,
and
sir.
they took a picture together, and I mean that's dope that they could still bury the hatchet and come back together. That's what it's about anyway. You know what I mean? And Beyonce is so big now. It's like if they decided to drop a Destiny Child album now, it's gonna sell because Beyonce. You know what I mean? I think they were on the right path. Just having Matthew Knowles, be their manager and make the right moves for them. And they were in good hands. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he was gonna let them like fall off. So at that time they were like the hottest thing out. When you had like Nelly and you had J Lo and Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, they were right there. Limp Bizkit was huge at that time too. Like all of those
Please
TRL,
don't
huh?
remind me.
All those TRL artists, like Destiny Child was like in the middle of all of that going down. You know what I'm
And
saying?
the
And
best.
they held their own. They had like world premiere videos for them and all that, specials, and they did their thing.
I never thought I'd have to hear Limp Bizkit in a Destiny's Child review,
Yes,
but
because I
okay.
mean that was the era of like the new metal was huge at that time when Destiny Child was out.
Ah,
You know what I
thank
mean?
God.
So the same countdown you seen Survivor on, you seen Limp Bizkit, you seen Linkin Park, Korn, Papa Roach, like they were all huge at that time. Eminem was in his prime when he was out with Marshall Mathers LP and Eminem show and all that.
Yeah, Q. I never liked Limp Bizkit either. They were trash. Thank
Y'all
you.
niggas, but you fucking listen to Bow Wow, so shut up.
Who?
This nigga right here, this nigga, I don't like Limp Bizkit, but you listen to Bow Wow, so explain that.
Oh Lord. Anyway, I have to blame my sister. My sister growing up was a huge Destiny's Child fan. I remember I saw the Say My Name video. I remember when Nickelodeon had this show called You Pick, and sometimes they used to play music videos there sometimes too. And I think I saw the Say My Name video there, and that was like, I love the video. I'm gonna get more into that next week. I'm not gonna say too much, but it's just that it was just the way they were moving and the visual aspect of it all. But that video has a lot of controversy. I must save that for next week. But I definitely liked Destiny's Child a lot. You know what I'm saying? Compared to other girl groups at the time, like 3OW,
Oh Lord, here we go.
Allure, Black.
Hey, I like Allure. Shout out to Allure. I like Allure. I don't like
I
Black.
never.
Never cared for Black. Never cared for PLW.
Allure,
Allure
yeah.
have a good album. They had their issues too with Mariah, but I love their album. Their album was fire.
Well, since you interviewed them, I don't want to
Yes,
say.
I'm not gonna interview somebody I don't like Bow Wow. You know.
And then also with the male groups at the time, like you had your B2Ks,
Mm,
had your 112s, which I actually like 112.
yes.
Got a God Off for Jagged Edge.
Oh Lord, what
Um,
you crazy? What
Hanson. It
Jagged
was just
Edge?
like,
You hold up. You're putting Hanson with Jagged Edge. Hanson was pop.
I'm just saying the boy bands, the groups at that time that was popular at the TRL era and shit like that too. Jalen said, "I never cared for En Vogue was good only in his first two albums.
Saying,
After after Funky D was they dropped
yeah,
EV3. I was
yeah, I
like,
didn't like
nah.
that. I didn't like that.
But Destiny's Child were always the consistent ones. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Spoiler alert. I don't really have any bad things to say about none of the albums that we're going to talk about. I'm just going to be real with you. I can only speak for Try. Can only speak
Yeah,
for
I haven't
Try.
heard them yet, so I haven't heard them yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you're gonna really see what I feel about Destiny's Child. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
But out of all the albums that I talked about with this, when I listened to Destiny's Child, I heard this one fairly recently, like about 3 years ago for the first time, and I'm gonna give my thoughts on this one. But one thing I can honestly say about Destiny's Child was that they represented a sense of a women's empowerment at the time when pretty much when R&B was pretty much getting umbrellaed under hip hop. And with this album, it's their most R&B sounding album, which I'll get more into that when the years to come. I mean, the reviews to come again. But yeah, man, like they were just the best of the lot. So if y'all want a 3LW review, you're looking at the wrong place.
Yeah, I'm definitely listening to them.
Yeah,
Well,
I
what
like
was what was the last Destiny's Child album that was released?
Destiny Fulfilled in 2005.
Okay.
Yeah, I like
I forgot the big hits on that. Was that the one with Soldier?
yeah, Soldier. Um, what was the other joint? Cater to You. That was a
I
song
remember
there.
that. Okay.
The one that Ninth Wonder produced, Girl. Oh,
Yes. I remember they kept saying he did something for them. I'm like, but I never heard it.
well, you're looking at the right person, boy.
Um,
Yes, sir. Anyway, let's get right into the biography and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? So for those who don't know who Destiny's Child are or whatever, they are an R&B group coming from Houston, Texas. They were originally known as Girls Time, and they got the early beginning when Beyonce met Latavia at an audition, and next thing you know it, they were actually joined by Kelly Rowland. You know what I'm saying? Who actually stayed with Beyonce?
I
Who
thought
actually
that was her
stayed?
cousin. That's not her cousin.
Kelly Rowland is not her cousin.
No, they used to say that's Beyonce's cousin. That's why they the Matthew would always look out for her.
Let me double check. Hold on. Yeah. But I don't. I never heard that shit. Never. No. So yeah. So Kelly Rowland has always looked at Beyonce's mom Tina as like a mother figure, but they're not related.
Right.
Yeah, man. And so again, they also had next to Beyonce, Latavia, and Kelly, they also had other members like Tamar, not Tamar Braxton. Her name was Tamar Davis. And sisters Nikki and Nina Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So they actually performed on Star Search, which if you guys know, Star Search was like the American Idol, the America's Got Talent at the time.
I remember
A
that.
lot of acts came from Star Search. Aaliyah is probably like one of the best known ones, to be real with you. Um, and they actually lost the competition because of the fact that and according to Beyonce, they felt like the song they chose that Matthew chose was not really fitting with them. You know what I'm saying? And so pretty much, they Matthew removed the Taylor sisters and Tamar Davis. That's when he added Latoya Luckett in 1993. You know what I'm saying? So they still was auditioning, performing local talent and everything like that. To Matthew was still doing his thing. And so fast forward to like the late 90s, I think like 96 and everything like that too. Well, yeah, 96, yeah. They changed the name to Destiny's Child. And the reason why they changed the name to Destiny's Child was because they actually got it from the Bible. And pretty much it was a passage in the Bible that said, and I quote, "We got the word destiny at the Bible, but we can't trademark the name, so we had to add child, which is like the rebirth of destiny." You know what I'm saying? Unquote. And so Matthew ended up getting them a deal with Columbia Records. You know what I'm saying? And that's when they recorded some tracks in Oakland, California, which was produced by Dwayne Wiggins of Tony Tony Tony. You know what I'm saying? Because around this time, Tony 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 had was on the brisk of breaking up as well too. You know what I'm saying? A sad day in music. Um, so fast forward to 1987, the song "Killing Time" was actually on the Men in Black soundtrack. A soundtrack I do have in my collection. You know what I'm saying? But very, very, very dope soundtrack. Very dope movie too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that was like really their first appearance on Wax. However, their first really song that broke them out into the mainstream was "No No No." Now there's two versions of "No No No." There's the ballad version, and then there's of course the Wyclef remix. You know, I feel like the Wyclef remix was one that really brought them more out there.
Hmm.
Excuse me. So yeah, after that, you know, that's when this album came out. You know what I'm saying? Jealous of the hip hop rapping girls time. Oh wow, he said that. Oh wow. So this is the album cover right here. Um, you have Beyonce right here. You know what I'm saying? This is a Latoya Luckett, Latavia, and Kelly Rowland. You know, all of them giving out their thanks and everything like that too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember when CDs used to have like these things where you could fill this out, you can get a free merch and all that shit.
Yeah.
I miss when artists did that shit. Now
Yeah.
everybody's fucking selfish, man. Yeah, man. Give me 1 second. This is what the CD looks like. Oh wow, there's a bonus. Oh
You didn't
wow.
know?
So yeah, wow. I just found out there's a bonus CD.
Wow. Did you
Young,
just open this up, Reg?
yes. It features tracks like of course, "Killing Time" from Destiny's Child, Kimberly Scott with her cover of "Never Can Say Goodbye," and Jagged Edge with "The Way You Talk." Interesting. All right. So this version has 13 tracks. Let's get this shit started. Track number one is called "Second Nature." Very, very, very smooth track. I was kind of surprised they actually started this album
The slow
like with
song.
a slow song, yeah, because back at this time they had to start with like a club banger, not like a club banger, but like a more mid tempo kind of track. You know what I'm saying? And if you guys recognize that sample, that's the Isley Brothers with "Make It Say It Again, Girl," which has been sampled so many times. I think the best known person that sampled that one would be Bone Thugs with the Crossroads, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? And Naughty by Nature sampled that for Hip Hop Array, too. So that's a very, very, very popular sample. So yeah, man, very, 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 very dope track. Love Beyonce's vocals on this one. Yeah, Beyonce was definitely heavy on this track right here, you know what I'm saying? So very, very solid.
This was good. Nice, slow beat. Had like a old school R&B sound to it. Great singing by Beyonce and the background vocals by the group. This was good.
Hmm. Definitely. Track number two, "No No No" Part Two. I hate when they do this. Why would they put part two over part one sequencing? I hate when they used to do this shit. But anyway, so if you guys recognize the sample, that's the same sample that EPMD used for the Manslaughter track from Business as Usual, which to me is very, very, very dope album. Kind of slept on in comparison to some of the other EPMD albums, but yeah, man. And that sample was the Love Unlimited Orchestra, which was like very, very White's affiliates and group and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So this is a classic joint right here. You know what I'm saying? Everyone knows that. No, 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 no. Everyone knows that track. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very dope. Wyclef. This is actually a very, very solid beat from Wyclef, even though it's a remix. Yes, like a very familiar sample and stuff like that too. But I would definitely bump this track. Um, yeah, yeah, this is a very dope track right here. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a very club banger. I love it.
This was good. A good produced track by Wyclef, and You know, Beyonce and the group killed it. You know, Wyclef even had a little rap on there, and I love the bridge. This is something that's missing from R&B is bridges. We don't have
Right,
bridges anymore in songs, and a lot of classic bridges were in R&B back then. I like the little bridge with Wyclef, and they're like in the video. You see them like all like on a swing, and then Wyclef is playing the guitar. That was a nice little bridge that we had, even though it lasted for like a couple seconds.
right.
And even with Beyonce, the way Beyonce was singing the lyrics, it was like a double time flow. Like that was Bone Thugs. Bone Thugs started that. Like when they was singing, they did like the double time flow in they songs, and then like the R&B just picked it up and they ran. You know, you had R. Kelly doing it, you had Destiny Child doing it. A lot of singers back then were like doing that whole double time flow when they sing. You know, and it was a great track. You know, like one of the very few times that Wyclef had a great track outside of the Fuji stuff that he was doing. Because I never looked
Right.
at him like a super producer. Like I just thought you got lucky with the score, and it blew up to the point where people started, knocking on his door for beats and all that. But he was never in the class with Eric Sermon or Premier Pete Rock. You know what I'm saying? So
And he never will be.
not as a producer. Like you, yeah, he had some lucky, he had some joints, but he wasn't a super producer. He fucked up Cannabis first album to me.
He'll never let that go. Mm. All right. Next track is "With Me," Part One, featuring Jermaine Dupri, and yeah, this one features Jermaine Dupri. So this is actually the answer track to Usher's "You Make Me Wanna," from what I looked up.
Oh, is it?
Um, yeah,
Really?
it's talking about being in love with someone and stuff like that too. Even though the guy that they're in love with is leaving them, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And yeah, man. Again, once again, Beyonce does a thing with this one, with the lead vocals and everything like that too. I actually prefer part one over part two. To keep it a
Uh,
buck with you, I'm gonna get more into that in a minute, but yeah,
yeah, part one was banging. Classic JD beat. The 808s and the bass line. You got him starting the track. Y'all know what it is. So definitely love it.
I know what it is.
Yeah. They you got Beyonce playing the mermaid in the video, and Latavia is like a gypsy woman or something. The video didn't make no sense, but I like the track.
Yeah, it's definitely a banging track. All right, track number. What's the next track? Track number four. Tell me. This is produced by I can't even talk today. Yeah, this was produced by Carl Watt, Tim and Bob. From what I looked up, you know what I'm saying. Dope producers. We talked about them a lot on this channel. You know what I'm saying. Very, very, very great song. I love the beat to it. Probably one of my favorite tracks on this album. You know what I'm saying. It kind of falls in the same vein of with you with me. Kind of falls in that same vein and stuff like that too. So this one's a pretty banger.
Yeah, it was good, nice, ballad, nice beats for it. It was dope.
Yes, sir. All right, next track is Bridges. Oh my god. I heard this beat and I was like, yeah, this is definitely a Dwayne Wiggins production. Sounds like something that could easily have been on Tony's House of Music album, which very, very, very great album. A lot of people are very surprised. That's actually my favorite Tony album because
Uh,
people always will say the Sons of Soul, Revival, which all of them was very great. Don't get me wrong, but to me, House of Music was there. That was there. That was just that joint though. But that's besides the point. Love the sample that he used. Al Green's "Simply Beautiful." Another song that I fucking love. You know what I'm saying? It has like a very New Jack slight reggae, but with like a gospel R&B tone, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It's just pretty much just talking about how one is like an emotional support. You know what I'm saying? Love the songwriting on this one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this one right here. This is a song that should have definitely got more recognition, but hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, it had like a reggae sound to it, but it was like an old school R&B as well, and it was jazzy. I love the horn solo on it. Beyonce sounded great. Her vocals were great on the track and had a nice beat. This was good.
Right, definitely. All right. Next track we got is No 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 Part One. Now this is a No 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 that I kind of like a bit better than Part Two. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Part Two is a class, but the first No 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 is more like it's a ballad and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Same lyrics, different beat, and Destiny Show definitely did like a lot of Part One and Part Twos when it
Uh,
came to this discography and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this one I like more.
well, this is like the Quiet Storm version. This is like you set the lights down low and turn on that baby making music, and it reminded me of like when Heavy D came out with Got Me Waiting, and he had two different versions. Like
Yes.
you have like the Pete Rock joint, and you got the one with Silk. It was more Quiet Storm, more melodic, and that's what this was. This was like more slow jam version for people that love the slow jams, and then you got the hip hop remix with Wyclef, and it was good. And then they got the video for it too, so they got two different videos.
Yes, sir. Now let me ask you this: since we're on the topic, let me ask you something. So, which version of R. Kelly's Ignition do you like more? The first one with the Quiet Storm, or the let me hear the two two, you get the beat, that one.
But the one that he wanted as the national anthem for America. Oh yeah,
I would stand by it.
nah, Obama wasn't having that. He was
It's
like,
the
"Fuck those."
it's the remix of Ignition.
No,
Mama out the kitchen.
no.
Mama rolling the body, got it.
I
What's
mean,
more close?
I love all of R. Kelly remixes because he what I'm saying, to me he was like one of the kings of remixing because he would take the that same track and remix it to like a whole new song. Like Bump and Ground remix was classic.
That was good.
Um, the Down Low remix was classic. He had
Yeah,
so many. He did a whole remix album of all of those classics. Like he was just
I
one
need
of the
that shit.
kings. Yeah, he was just
That shit's hard
one
to
of the
come by,
greats.
man. Fuck.
Right. He was just one of the greats at remixing. So like the Ignition remix was dope. I don't even remember the the one you just sang, the regular version. Because the remix was so popular, like they kept playing it.
You're right about that. Yeah, I think that song. I like the Quiet Storm version, but to me the remix definitely
Uh-huh.
stood out. Now, if he would have actually dropped the Loveland album, which was the original Chocolate Factory,
Yeah.
then that original Ignition would easily have fit in that Loveland album, in my
Right.
opinion.
Right.
Yeah, I think when I do a review on Chocolate Factory one day, I'm debating if I want to do that as a double review or just as
Oh
one.
no. Not all Kelly.
What?
You're gonna lose yourself.
Nigga, I've already done like
I know.
three R.
Okay.
Kelly albums and Born into the '90s,
Not
man.
all
Shit.
Kelly. We can't talk about him.
Woo!
We talked about Cosby last week, so I mean shit. At this point, there's no returning.
Oh my god.
Next we'll talk about Diddy again. Ooh, not Diddy.
Yeah. Anyway, you funny. Anyway, that what's the next track? Wait, did you already said your thoughts on No No
Yeah,
No Part One, right? Okay,
yeah.
cool. Then we have another part with me, Part Two. I like what they did there. Now that I'm be looking at the track listing, okay, I like what they did. So this Part Two features Master P. Now you guys know I'm a huge Master P fan, No Limit, but I did not care for this part. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't want to hear Master P talking about, "You're my destiny. You wanna be with me? So follow if you hear me."
Mm,
I
no,
was like, I love Master you, Master, but Percy, please don't sing. Don't sing, please.
no, definitely not.
You
Definitely not.
remember that song on the MP The Last Dawn album when he sampled SWV's Rain? I think it's called like Ghetto Love. It's like, you don't know what you.
they let them sample it. Wow, man.
I'm like, Percy, don't sing, man. I love Master P. I respect you as an entrepreneur and everything, but please don't sing. Don't. But anyway, yeah. This definitely my least favorite song on this album and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? But uh, it's alright.
This was like for all the No Limit fans. They could they would love this. I didn't care for it. I just thought
Can I
it
read?
wasn't needed. It wasn't
Can
needed.
I
Huh?
can I read some Masterpiece lyrics after you say your thoughts?
Go ahead.
Oh my god, this is Master P trying to be romantic and shit.
Mm,
Be right here if you bout it. Master P and Destiny could get rowdy. This nigga around bout it with rowdy.
wow.
Holla if you hear me. All it
Mm.
takes a beat to get near me. As mama always told me, I could tell a real girl by the way that she hold me.
It was not needed. Why,
Ah.
why did they do this? And the beat was kind of different too. It had like that No Limit sound.
Yeah, that's another thing. That beat did not fit the album.
Yeah, it was
Oh, okay.
more of a
Oh shit.
southern sound to it. You know when. Yeah, I didn't. I don't think this was needed,
Oh,
man.
shit. Oh my god. Holla if you hear me. Oh god. I could tell a real girl by the way that she hold me. I lead the life of a G, but tonight, girl, it gonna be you and me. You can precious like a flower. And if you real good, your game all about the gazelle. Yeah, I'm gonna move on, man. I'm gonna move on. Now, show me the way. Oh my god. Yo, this shit's fire. This is
Hmm.
actually my favorite track on the album, to be real with you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This one it don't even sound like a song that could be made in '98. It sounds like
Right.
something that's actually very contemporary. Like I would say maybe 2020, 2021. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It definitely had that up tempo kind of feel. You know what I'm saying? Very, 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 very dope track.
Yeah, this was banging. It had like a 80s Mary Jane Girls,
Yeah,
type of sound to it. I love the beat and the pianos on it, the bass line, definitely a banger.
definitely. And I was gonna say something else too. I was gonna say something else. Anyway, it'll come back to me. It'll come back. But yeah, man. Next track is "Killing Time." This is the first single that they came out with. Um, Another very dope track that could be regarded as one of my favorites on this album. You know what I'm saying? Songwriting here was very good, of course. Okay, Beyonce did a thing on this one. So yeah, this is a very dope track.
Yeah, this was good. It was on the Men in Black soundtrack. Nice ballad.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Track number 10, Illusion, featuring Wycliffe and Praz. Almost had a Fuji reunion of this bitch.
Okay.
Uh, Another favorite track of mine. You know what I'm saying? Another favorite track and another beat Wycliffe did his thing on. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't even have to tell y'all the sample.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even have to fucking tell y'all the sample. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Just all I'm just gonna say is the Ghetto Boys. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy too because I think Destiny's Child was on the Ghetto Boys album from 1999. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Right.
very interesting. But this is a very hot track right here. I love the way how they flip the sample though. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
kind of sped up the tempo a bit more. This time,
Mm-hmm.
Kelly was on the first verse. You know what I'm saying? Where she did a thing on. Beyonce was on the chorus and everything in the second verse. You know what I'm saying? Latavia was on the bridge and refrain and everything. So then he had Pros doing his thing right here too. So this everyone definitely had a chance to shine on this track. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So that's one of the main things I liked about this. And I'm gonna say that part. Which after I say my thoughts, I'm gonna say that part. But yeah,
Yeah, I think the beat was dope. Wyclef and Jerry Wonder. Um, they sampled of Mind Playing Tricks on Me, and that's like a ode to Houston. Beyonce from there. And Pras had a verse. It wasn't great. I've heard him on better songs than this. He said, get at me, ma, tell me how you really like it, because we can fly high. I'll be your co-pilot. Couple lines. It wasn't a great feature to me. But he was
All right.
on there. I was just thinking, like, where's Lauren Hill on this album? We got Wyclef and Pras. Where's Lauren?
You know, Lauren won't fucking over. You know, Lauren won't fucking over no niggas.
You know what I mean? So, we got a semi Fuji's reunion on this album, but it was dope.
Definitely. Q said Masterpiece sounded too much. Yeah, this was definitely Masterpiece trying to sound like Pac era. Once you got the empty the last down, only God can judge me. He started doing a lot of Pac ad libs. I was just like, okay, Percy. All right, Percy. It didn't really become evident until he dropped the Game Face album, which, oh God, that's a trash review in the making.
He switched his name from Percy Miller to Percy Shakur.
Anyway, next track is called Birthday. Damn, the quality on this album is very, very dope, man. This is another track I could list as one of my favorites, and no surprise, it was produced by Dwayne Wiggins. You know what I'm saying? This was the original Birthday Sex. That's a long one. You know what I'm saying? This was the original and the better Birthday Sex. That's a long one to say too.
Right.
You know, I didn't care for that Jeremiah. It's your birthday, so you know we have to ride out. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I heard this shit for the first time. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
How is
this what we call R&B?
How is he still in the industry?
Birthday sex. Birthday sex. I mean me. Hold on. What was that one thing you did? Oh yeah. Fucking sounding like Ness from fucking Earthbound ass nigga. Yeah, man. Oh my god, but I love this track. This should have been a single, honestly. I don't know why this was not a single.
Mm-hmm. It was. Jesus. It was real soulful, and you had like the orchestra, the strings, the horns, very smooth track, and this is what real R&B is supposed to sound like. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like Beyonce and the group, they killed it vocally on this one. Definitely. All right. Next track is Ceylon. Now, this is a cover of the Commodore's track from the Midnight Magic album 1979. This is a song I never really cared for, to be real with you. You know what I'm saying? It was the original was a bit too country. Country music is kind of like a quiet taste for me. It just goes to show you that blacks were making country music before the whole Afrocentric country revolution that's happening right now. You know what I'm saying? But as far as covers go, I'm not mad about this one, but I really didn't care for the original too much, so it's passable. I thought it was good. I think they sounded great on it, and it was a nice rendition. Yes, it was definitely a nice rendition and stuff like that. I feel like if you're a fan of the Commodores and Lionel Richie's songwriting, you would definitely appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And the last track on this album is what's the last track, man? My Time Has Come. Now this was dedicated to Andretta Tillman. You know what I'm saying? And from what I looked up, she was definitely instrumental when it came to like the formation of Destiny's Child and putting them out there. She was a co-manager. You know what I'm saying? And she actually dropped a book. They're talking about her experience with Destiny's Child. So if y'all want to get that, it's free on Kindle. Interesting. Okay. Well, if it's free, man, it's free. Shit, fuck it. You know? Anyway, but yeah, man, this one right here, nice way to end up the album. Them, just paying homage to someone that very instrumental in their career. So I'll accept it. Yeah, it was good. It was good to like close out the album and paying that homage to her. Right. Definitely. All right. So overall, I'm not gonna hold you, man. This might be their most underrated album in their discography. Yeah, I fucking said it. This is close to neo soul as you'll ever get when it comes to Destiny's Child.
it's kind of tied with some another album, which I'm not gonna lie, it's tied with Writings on the Wall as my favorite album, but I kind of have to go back to this one a lot. Writing on the Wall. This I'm gonna wait to that Sunday to expand more of my thoughts on that. But very, very, very dope. To me, this is their people's instinctive travels and paths. And if you guys know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
try when it comes to the album Tribe Called Quest, a
Right.
lot of people have complained that it was very a lot. You didn't hear a lot from Fife because it was like Q-Tip was in the majority of the tracks leading. You know what I'm saying? But then when it comes to Writings on the Wall, that kind of changed though. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like a fair comparison. I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 5. To be real with you, this is an R&B classic in my opinion. If you are a Beyonce fan and you don't own this album, I don't know what to fucking tell you.
Yeah.
How are you?
I think it was good. I think there's definitely a great debut from them, and you know, Beyonce sounded great. You know, Kelly, the whole group together. You know, the background vocals by them was great. The production was great, and having, you know, your hip hop tracks and then having your ballads, you know, was a great balance. And you know, songs like No 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 Part Two and With Me, Illusion, Show Me the Way, Birthday. I love all of those songs. I think I'm gonna give it 4.5 because it's my first time listening to any Destiny's Child album. But it's definitely an album I could go back and listen to because it sounds it's real R&B. It's not like they're not using no auto tune or you know forgetting the bridges in their songs, and it's definitely a solid debut for a R&B girl group. So I can see why they got so many fans and all the hype around them because the album is actually great. So
I agree with that. All right, y'all. It's 1:30 right now. I'm gonna end this off right here because I actually have to get some sleep for work. To be real with you, but so I'm gonna come back on Wednesday, and Wednesday we are gonna talk about Eric Simon with the No Pressure album from 1993, which really can't wait to talk about that one. You know what I'm saying? You're definitely gonna do the Writing on the Wall next Sunday. Really can't wait to talk about that one because that's where shit goes down. But I'm gonna save that for right there. You know what I'm saying? Very, 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 very dope review. Like I said, that album is actually out of print too, from what I looked up, but it's not expensive. You can still get it for a reasonable price. You know, I wish that album got more recognition because it's like when people talk about Destiny Child, they just want to start with like the Writing on the Wall
mhm,
and everything like that. Which again, not mad about that because that's a very, very, very great album.
right.
But for R&B lovers, I say the first album is definitely the one that one should listen to. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this one is definitely highly recommended. And anything you want to say before we head out?
What we doing Thursday? I thought we was doing something.
Oh yeah, Benny the Butcher's everywhere I go. That's
Oh
Thursday.
yes, Benny.
Yeah.
Two great back to back reviews we got coming up.
Oh yeah.
That's dope.
Two great back to back.
Super Bowl
And
Sunday. Look out for that. I'm dropping a special video on Super Bowl Sunday. Um, and I'm gonna drop that before the Super Bowl, so people when they getting their food ready and they cleaning up their crib, they could watch me, and then they could watch the Super Bowl. That's how
definitely.
that's how we doing it.
Honestly, I just want to see Usher's halftime show. I don't really care who's playing this year.
Of course you don't, but I think it'll be a good game. Niners and Chiefs. I got the Niners winning this time, and things gonna be good.
Yeah. All right. Without further ado, hope you guys have a very, very, very wonderful night, and I will see y'all later. Peace.
Peace.